Yo, what up? This is one guy's opinion, and this will be on Madden and NCAA. So, like I said, one guy's opinion. So, other people have opinions. This is mine. Basically, I'll start with the modes. It's basically it can go either way. Um, I would say Madden slightly has it over NCAA because for the most part they have the same stuff. But Madden has NFL moments where you can relive NFL moments, and I think in the past year and mini games. Um, the music, I would say NCAA because it's more traditional. It has the bands, playing. I wouldn't say possibly team music, but I don't know. It seems too generic for team music. Madden, they got rid of the NFL films music, which I was kind of disappointed in. I actually liked listening to the NFL films music. They just got all different kinds of songs, all different kinds of rock, pop, you, rap, Um, I actually think that NCAA has that over Madden. Um, I'll say franchise versus Dynasty. I'd say Dynasty has it over franchise. This is more of an opinion thing. I mean, more of a preference thing. Um, because even though I'm not really a strategy or football savvy guy, even though I've played football, just not strategy savvy. I still liked playing as a coach for teams and getting hired and fired depending on how I did. And Madden, you're more of a owner or GM guy who did everything. I mean, did everything with the team of like renovating, upgrading, hiring coaches, re-signing and signing players, drafting everything. I mean, of course, Madden had the new scouting thing where you can scout a player. I'm gonna go into that. That'll probably take too long. You know, free agent bidding. Um, they had to do stuff that made the game even more interesting. But I still like recruiting players depending on how the strengths of your schools and how the players are interested in the strengths of your schools. I still seem to like that more. It seems to grab you more. Um, you also have goals for being a coach that you have to pass, which that too I also liked. Um, just said it's more of a preference thing on the dynasty versus franchise, and then it's the gameplay versus the presentation. I mean, gameplay and presentation on NCAA and Madden. That's Madden. It's improved, like the opening for each team. Even though NCAA already had that in the previous installment of NCAA. Madden has the hot and cold streaks, which NCAA already had the hot streaks. Uh, the thing is, they actually have like at the end of every quarter they'll stop like a commercial and then start again, like fade to black and then fade back in. Like saying stuff like the score and then saying we're back, like when it fades back into the game. Um, they'll show a little halftime highlights, just two or three plays, and showing the team celebrating and stuff. With the winning team and stuff like that. They got rid of the extra point. I thought they could have did more with that, like added more stuff like highlights and more teams to recap. But I actually understood why it was why it was shorter because it would take a lot of time. It would take more time, and I don't. They might not keep the players' attention. Um, NCAA, I think is a little bit stronger, even though Madden has the stuff like the NFL, like like the teams and the coaches talking at the end of the game, and the NFL saying the stuff like this is prohibited. You know, like at the end of every NFL game. Um, NCAA has the ESPN network on it. You know, not exactly, but it's more of like it's more of for presentation. And at the beginning, it will show the opening like the NFL because, like I said, it had it before that. It has hot and cold, hot streaks, which was original in NCAA. The at the end of each quarter, they'll show a few highlights. Um, like it would be just like an ESPN network basically. Um, the halftime, they'll show highlights again. And you know you could take a break at the halftime because it'll pause itself. And at the end after a kickoff, Aaron Andrews was talk about, oh, this team did so and so. They did this well, and they need to do stuff like this to improve, or this is how the team felt about how they did. At the end of the game, the announcer talks about how the team did, and how they felt about it, how they felt about their game and their record, and how well they're gonna do. I mean, how well they need to do to get a bowl game or where they're headed. Um, I'd say the gameplay is the NCAA is a little bit better because it flows better because the computer actually has better, I'd say better AI. At times in Madden, the secondary will run with the receiver, and basically what will happen is at times it will put itself in a bad position, and put the receiver in a better position to get a catch. This will happen at times, not all the time. And most of the time in NCAA, the secondary is smart enough to put itself in a better position to intercept the ball or slide it down, or if the line will adjust itself to stop the run or get a better pass rush. Um, the the quarterback will respond to the rush better in NCAA than in Madden. Um, and most of the quarterbacks, if they can't, if they can most for the most part throw instead of for some quarterbacks on some teams that just scramble all the time, like Tim Tebow. I don't know why I just took a shot at him. Um, I mean, of course I'm a Raider fan, but let's not get into that. Um, Basically, overall, let's say NCAA is a little bit more solid. I mean, Madden's a good game, but NCAA just does it better. I think the game would be better if she's coming. Okay, like I think the game would be better for Madden if they actually made it pretty much like NCAA, which they've done, but just try to just try to work on the feel of the game instead of adding so much stuff. Uh, just try to just try to be solid with it. Just try to work the kinks out. It's like I would say NCAA does. Um, so that was my video, and you know you could tell me how I did and how I can improve myself. You can put in comments about how you think which game's better. And this is Matt 72Z out.